Hi guys. So, yes, we're loading into the game. But what I actually have planned out as a video. Now we're gonna use we're gonna be in Garden Ops because it's the closest thing to this challenge, and I'm gonna explain when we load in. And yeah. Okay. So what this challenge I came up with is using the plants from PVZ1. You might be hearing this and this might make no sense to you because someone might say, what do you mean by using the plants in PVZ1? If I even said that the first time. But yeah. But there's actually plants that are still from Garden Warfare 1 in this game. Like pea shooter, for example, that's from PVZ1. I'm not saying Garden Warfare 1 or anything like that. I mean PVZ1. I don't know why, but it feels like I keep messing up on my words. But how did I get this idea, you might be wondering. I was browsing through YouTube. I was just going through YouTube. And then I saw a challenge. Basically, this person in PVZ2 made a challenge. He has to complete the whole adventure, but by only using the PVZ1 plants, which made it really difficult. I was like, well, what about we do the same thing but in Garden Warfare 2? Now, this would not work in Garden Warfare 1, and this doesn't work in the zombie set because there just truly isn't enough zombies from PVZ1. I mean, I guess you could say Engineer and All-Star because All-Star was the football zombie. I think that's what it's called. I don't really remember. I'd never played that game. But I think they called it the football zombie. And then this was like the digger zombie. But All-Star and Engineer are so close to the are like really close to the digger and football zombie. I actually have no clue what their names were called. I don't remember. But anyways, there's just not enough zombies that's from PVZ1 that could actually make do. So yeah. So I said there's only 6 plants, but now to think of it, I think there's actually 7. I was not looking. Torchwood. Torchwood is also from PVZ1, which I forgot I had Torchwood when I literally see it right there. So Torchwood is from PVZ1, of course, just a larger version. But yeah, and I'm going to be counting kernel corn because the kernel corn and kernel pult are very similar. Because I think it's accurate to throw kernel corn in here because the kernel pult will fling little pieces of corn. This main guy's primary weapon just shoots little pieces of corn. So already's on the right track, instead it's a lot faster. But this is just more of a shooter game, This is just more of a shooter game kernel pult kind of thing. That's what this is basically. More of a shooter game kernel pult, guess you could say. And then the kernel pult also flings butter, but in a way the kernel pult can technically fling butter. And when I mean technically, well, I mean it technically just falls from the sky, but this guy can. But anyways, this guy can fling butter because it's literally one of his abilities. And but I don't know how to explain it besides kernel pulp. There's so many similarities to the kernel corn. I mean, kernel corn is so similar to kernel pulp in many ways. I think this is, I'm gonna count it because kernel pulp, because this is just more of a garden warfare kernel pulp kind of style thing, if I make any sense. I mean, that's what I think. I could be completely wrong. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I should include him. Maybe tell me in the comments if I should include kernel corn. Like, I know this isn't kernel pulp, but it has plenty of similarities. And I mean, don't be afraid. Type in the comments, should we add kernel corn or not? I'm not gonna use him for this first video just because I kind of want to hear what the other people say before I even add him. So, unfortunately, you won't see him, I guess. But, I mean, I just want to be safe. So, basically, the characters we have to pick from, I'm not using kernel corn. Unless I might, but I'm pretty sure I won't. And then the characters I have is Pea Shooter, Ice Pea, Chomper, Sunflower, Cactus, and Torchwood. We only have one healer or support character. So, yeah. We're gonna have to make good use of that. I might add 2 sunflowers. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I kind of want to have a bit of a variety of a setup. Maybe a Chomper. This is gonna be on hard. I want to add a Chomper because Chompers are good at taking out the really annoying tanky zombies. I mean, not Z-Mex, but anyway, yeah. That's when Pea Shooter comes into use, and maybe plenty of sunflowers to heal. No. I'm not really sure what I'm actually gonna do. But yeah. Guess we're gonna just pick Cactus. Like, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. I might play as a sunflower or something. It's really hard to say. I could play normal, but it feels more fair to put this on hard. Like, easy is not an option because then that's not even a challenge. Normal kind of depends. Hard can turn into a disaster. But, I mean, it must be possible. And I'm not picking any. We're going Zen Peak. And then we're just doing it in order. Like, Zen Peak all the way to Frontline Flats. But, yeah. Now, there's only 10 maps, so unfortunately there's only going to be 10 videos of this. I mean, if you really enjoy this series, I'm so sorry there's only going to be 10. But if they added more if they added more maps into this game, then maybe, like, more Team Vanquish maps, then maybe we could, Garden Ops or Team Vanquish maps just in general. Or you could use Garden Ops or Team Vanquish. Just more maps in general, that would definitely make me able to make more. But, I mean, this game has no more content, and I doubt they're gonna even return to this game. I'm not sure. We have Ice Pea. We could do a really bad combination the first one to be silly, like Ice Pea and Torchwood. I mean, that's already a bad combination. Because if you, in PvZ1, the Ice Peas get turned into regular peas. So it doesn't have that slowdown effect. However, there's 2 Torchwoods. That could be a good combination. But then you're wasting so many tiles, or slots in general, just for 2 Torchwoods. Like, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna Chomper, Torchwood, a Sunflower, and an Ice Pea. I'll play Ice Pea, because why not? Luckily, there's a variant we can use. Unfortunately, it's only one, but, I mean, hey, one's better than nothing. Because, yeah. Because one will always work. But yeah. So you might be wondering how you get Torchwood. Well, simple. Hang on, let me get my sunflower. And then, however, you want to select any plant. Example, I'm gonna go Citron. You swap into Citron, and then you hit respawn. Oops. Unfortunately, the Torchwood's not gonna follow you, and I will be Torchwood when I come back to the main battle. Backyard battleground. But that's fine. So we have 3 options. It's between these two. You know, it's gonna be this one. I like this spot the most. I mean, this is a PVZ1 setup because all these plants I've picked are from PVZ1. I thought we had a limited amount of options. But, yeah. If you want more options, maybe say if we should include kernel corn or not. Like, don't be afraid. Use that comment section. I just don't like to see bad stuff because then that leads to arguing and then... I mean, I guess I really don't have needs to argue, but I don't just allow hate in the channel in general, because I hate seeing it. If I'm gonna be honest, I already go through hate in school. I guess not, but I mean, I already experience hate with other people, basically what I'm saying. But it's kind of normal, you can't really escape it. So that's partially why. You might be saying, well, that's pointless having comment section. Well, you don't need to just type in hate. I will allow you to maybe give me suggestions, or suggestions? I can't say it. Anyways, like, ideas on what I should do. Like, you could say it in the comment section, and I'll maybe make sure to include it into the next video of this kind of thing. I think this is fair. This is on hard, I believe. Yeah, this is hard. This is only wave 1, so this is gonna be pretty easy. That zombie bite me once and I'm already lost a lot of health. But you see, that's why I'm so glad I have literally like all the abilities you could get from a PAX and some of the abilities you can buy from Rux. Excuse me. I'm really glad I got my Sunflower Master, so she has the best upgrades on possible. So, on my own, I did technically buff Sunflower's health and damage. Always wanted, I mean, it's always nice. I mean, the upgrades technically makes it so you can buff your own characters. To think of it, that sounds pretty neat. And I guess you could kind of downgrade them. But I never put the lower level upgrades, like from the specialist upgrades, or the ones I think from advance. I don't really know what it's called. Upgrades suck. So they're on wave 2 and we have to deal with pirates. Well, this is kind of weird because I thought pirates you have to encounter them in day 3 or 4. Weird, I see pirates already, but I guess I'm not gonna question. Z-Mechs are gonna be a nightmare, but that's why I have Torchwood and Chomper and all those. You might be thinking Chomper would be a bad pick, because All-Star and Super Brains are a thing. And I guaranteed you those are gonna be a nightmare to fight in the later levels. And it would just be nice to have something that can instant kill and that has a lot of health in general. And of course we need our support character. Like, if we have, like, no sunflowers, then how are we supposed to kind of survive through this challenge? Like, I think having no sunflowers is gonna make this, like, almost impossible. You would need to rely on luck, which is not always on your side. Oh, that's nice. But no, I thought that was actually gonna do something. Oh, no garden damage. I mean, I guess we did sorta decent. I mean, I usually just lose at these, like, instantly, but... I mean, we did get a bit. If this was, like... I mean, it's kind of impossible because there's so many of these, and the AIs can only do so much to defend the garden. But it's fine. I'm glad you even can have AIs in the game to spawn. I just love that feature in Garden Ops where if you pick Solo Ops, then you can place like 3 of your own AIs or computers or however you call them. I think that's so unique, and it just makes this into a challenge. And then because of that feature, I can make a challenge. Unfortunately, we're only doing one round. I think one Garden Ops round is already long enough. I think every time I play Garden Ops, it feels like, I think Garden Ops takes half an hour, which sounds kind of insane to think of it. Just one match takes 30 minutes. Kinda stupid, but not questioning. We're doing really decent, but that could all turn from the boss wave. Wave 5 is gonna be bad, but the max bosses you'll fight is 2, and I don't think the chances are even high to have 2 bosses. It's really gonna be 1 max. Like, I mean, of course there has to be a boss in the wave, but I mean, if we were extremely lucky, or if it was even possible to get, like, no bosses, that would make me scream. I would scream and laugh. Well, not scream, but I would scream a little because that would be so weird. But, I mean, that's not gonna be the case. I kinda like Ice P. I mean, I like that the Ice P can freeze them. Unfortunately, bosses I can't freeze. Like, make them, like, literally frozen solid. But, yeah. I like this team. It's doing really decent. And Torchwood and the Torchwood and Chomper I thought would be excellent for this challenge. What's weird is that the Chomper has the most kills, which I could just kind of question why. But I mean, Chomper isn't even that good, but Chompers do have some useful tools sometimes. I believe we might have to counter Super Brains, but just gonna be the regular ones. But that still doesn't help because the regular Super Brains is like already much better than most Super Brains, like Breakfast Brains. I would say the regular Super Brains is better than Breakfast Brains, because Breakfast Brains just sucks. Because there must be people like Noah Starks, I think that's his channel's name. He really likes Breakfast Brains, but honestly, I think Breakfast Brains sucks. It feels like Breakfast Brains just gets nothing done. His main punch attack thing is not even the best. Like, well, I don't care if I get a kill and you get a little bit of a speed boost. Like, oof that. Like, I thought that was neat. But it only lasts for like 3 seconds. And I honestly don't notice it much when I play it. I mean, I don't really play it, so I guess I can't really judge. But yeah. I mean, we're just destroying this boss. I thought this was gonna be a terrible pick. I think my Chomper has this super sticky goop. Okay, we got 2 bosses. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, it is possible. And hopefully we don't get 3. I mean, if I jinx this round, I'm gonna jinx the next one. I mean, jinx the next boss fight. Just wait and see. I'm confident I'm not wrong. It's gonna be 3 in a row, and it's probably gonna be like the Yeti. I gotta stop talking. I think I'm gonna jinx myself, and we're gonna have a really bad round. Oh, Torchwood. Torchwood always seems to carry these things. Torchwood has so much health. The AI is kind of struggled to take it out in general, and he's really helping carrying the team. Okay, well, we lost to Chomper. But honestly, I can afford to lose Chomper. Like, I already got the 2 better ones, like Sunflower and Torchwood. I think that's good. Go! So this is an excellent map. I don't know why I'm Pogo-Peeing with one of the worst P-shooters to Pogo-Pee with. Ice P doesn't have a lot of splash. Ice P has like maybe one of the lowest splashes in the game. Like his splash, every time I hit the ground, it feels like the radius is so small. It's a bit complicated to tell. Oh, don't bite me. The trick with the Varen van Bats is to just don't let it bite you or anything. Don't let it attack you or else it gets 150 health back. Well, that's what it says. It'll get health back every time it eats you, so if you could just kind of stay away from it, like maybe not play Chomper so you don't have it biting you and gaining so much health back. Like, I see that chunk go up a decent amount, like a little chunk of it goes up, and I'm like, oh my. That must be a lot of health gained. This is 150. So if you just want it to die and you just don't want to have to suffer through more and more health to shred through, then yeah, just if you struggle against Varen van Bats, which people probably don't really, if you do, my strat is to just stay away from it. Like, he is one of the weaker bosses. I guess he's just kind of more designed to be annoying. Because I would say Varen van Bats does an excellent job at it. This was probably a stupid move. How did you not die? How are you handling 3 set 25s? Okay. That scientist should die. A scientist has 100 health. I mean, I get it was getting the health back with the heal beam, but the health it gains isn't even a lot. Okay, well, we still have to better tank here, guys. Which should probably do... Oh, never mind. That was terrible. We're struggling on wave 6. This is not good. Like, one thing to just already tell is that if we're struggling on wave 6... Oh! That was not good. That was not good at all. He's moving so fast. Calm down. Ooh, that was awful. Wave 7 concerns me. That was a nightmare. Like, I think it was a better move having 2 sunflowers. It's just, I like a bit more variety. Like, I get 1 sunflower is probably good for like easy or hard, normal. I guess it's better with having 1 sunflower, but then it's just, this is a challenge where you have to use the plants from PVZ1, like any plants from PVZ1. And sunflower is like the only sunflower. from PvZ1. See, that's why I like Ice P. Like how you can just freeze them, it gives you an edge in fights. Super Brainses are usually the worst. And that Chomper is saving us. And I like that they can play Spike Weeds that will do a lot of damage, of course. But also... it also is just nice to have that trap. We do have the Sunflower kind of... Oh, oops. I don't know. Chomper was not a bad idea. I noticed Chompers are usually kind of good with dealing like with stuff like that. Well, that's just a classic brown coat. Well, not a brown coat. Like a screen door zombie. Oh! Torchwood has no flames. You know, Torchwood, you actually cool down for once. Isn't this nice? You're usually so angry and stuff. This is a surprise. Oh, good. Get to the squash. Get to the squash. I mean, I guess they kind of target both, but I mean, I think they most likely go after the squash, and then they kind of, if they kill the squash successfully. I don't know. This one, Sunflower, doesn't have a lot of health. I mean, Sunflowers can heal the squash. In case you didn't know, you can heal the squash. So, that might be a tip. So if you play Garden Ops and you struggle with the squash quest, it's like, oh, it loses so much health, how do I give it all back? If you play a Sunflower, or you have an AI Sunflower, they will heal the squash. Or you can heal the squash, which is an excellent feature. Because you gotta be able to defend what your goal is. Because I mean, if you successfully, you just saw that Sunflower heal, so you can, so it can help you defend it. But do try to defend your squash the best, like example. That zombie just clapped his flag into that squash, and that squash lost like a lot of health. Okay, 8 is not... 7 and 8 were actually easier than 6. That's kind of weird, I'm saying that. Usually shooting them in the feet works. How can I shoot them in the feet with pea shooter but not ice pea? Pea shooter has more splash than ice pea. I don't get it. You know, not one of those things to question. I have 72 kills. Oh no! This is not good. Ooh. Luckily I dealt with that, or else we could have been in for a disaster. Where's my money? There's my money. Not a lot of coins, but... Oh, wow, that gave us a lot more than I thought. See, you get money from that squash when it successfully survives. I mean, I kind of wish I had a bit more of an option for this. It's just because... like, I don't mind, like... what I like about the AIs is that they actually support the team. Unfortunately, they go after whatever they want to heal. But healing something is gonna help. Oh gosh. See, that's why I preferred Garden Ops and Garden Warfare. Because then you didn't have the Z-Mechs, which are extremely tanky. This is not good. Our base... We will probably lose. But it's gonna be because of the base. It has not enough health. This was something I worried about. Like, after this round, I'll place a bunch of these. Example, I have so many potted pea gantlings. I don't use these. Partially because I like to save them, even though I actually have nothing to spend my coins on. So, besides those packs, but I mean, those packs are worth nothing. The Wondrous Greatness packs. When you have every single character in the game, it's actually kind of useless. Oh, darn it, I didn't successfully. This is Varen von Bats, which is not the boss I wanted, but I suppose we could make do. If we lose, we tried. We made it so far. And it's all about defending this. So I'm gonna place whatever bot I can place. That's not the thing I like. Oh my gosh. I'm protecting the garden. Because I'm like, ooh, Varen, I have that base I need to worry about. Already, as it is. We gotta worry about our health too. Oh, Sonny, heal me! Don't just heal them! Don't heal the... Ugh, I died. I was getting lasered by 2 Varen von Bats. You see? Even I get annoyed. Oh, I'm so nervous. So fast! I can't deal with that! It's moving so fast I can't predict where it's gonna go. At least there's one. Don't shoot that. Oh. Yes! Oh! Woo, let's go! I died like once, but this was hard, so of course they were gonna laser that. But I would say that was a successful. I mean, it doesn't matter. Dying is kind of known to happen in Garden Ops. Because this is hard. And that was kind of stressful when I had to defend that base. Defending the base was the worst part. Like, because of wave 8, I wasn't paying attention. Those 2 zombies mowed a bunch of health out of that base. And I was worried that base did not have enough to kinda to cover or survive the stupid attack. But Varen von Bats is annoying. But I think what helped, I tried to focus those AIs down, because if I didn't do anything about those, we would have lied. We would have died because nobody was defending that base. It was slightly annoying when we died, but then but it didn't help because I don't think I had hyper, unless I did. I didn't. No, I don't think I had hyper. I didn't have hyper, so I had to try to survive that. And the Varen Van Bats can teleport, and they kind of target you, so in a way there was kind of just no escape from that. It was kind of supposed to happen. I couldn't do anything about it, so... And the Sunflower wanted to heal the Torchwood for some weird reason, but... Yeah. There's plenty of reasons. It just... You know, this game throws unexpected stuff. But you know, it really doesn't matter. Because effort and shine is fine. And everyone dies in this game, like, my problem is, I'm worried in the channel if I die too much, or I'm worried I might die, and the problem is, I don't want people judging, because I know people can judge and stuff. Just people can judge and stuff, and when people judge, like, over the stupidest things, that makes me concerned, but everyone that's been watching my videos seem polite, so, I mean, I really could be just wrong. It shouldn't matter. Because playing against AIs is already embarrassing enough, but I do it then because players, they always throw unexpected stuff and then it leads to plenty of problems, and it's kind of like, if I can just play with computers where don't use those annoying game styles or just those things in general, then yeah, it makes it kind of easier. And just to let you know, on the 5th of March, I turned 14. Which is exciting. I mean, it'd be nice being 14 years old. And I'm pretty excited to turn 14. Because it's kind of nice for change. Like, I do want to get myself older. Well, just a bit older. I think being a teenager is fine, it's just... yeah, kind of thing. Though, I think that's gonna do it for today. So... thank you for watching if you watched the whole thing, or watched to this point. Please like my video and subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications. And sorry I haven't been uploading a lot, and sorry if this video is a bit long, but all my videos are long. But anyways, yeah, thanks again, and bye!